This video is going to be a no BS, straightforward, transparent guide of exactly how you can start making money online without even trying. And following this framework that I'll walk through in this video allowed me to go from struggling with making money online for basically 2.5 years, doing SMA, doing dropshipping, doing trading, all these different things, to then being able to actually start making good money online and creating a life of freedom, getting my own apartment out here in Medellin, Colombia, making over $100,000 per year at 21 years old, and basically allowing me to create this life of freedom without having to put as much effort as I used to put into it. Because I used to in the past be like the fucking craziest like monk moder ever. I would be like working like 14 hours per day, just grinding and like cold calling and like hustling so hard, and I was making no money at all. Now I'm working way less, I'm having way more fun, I'm enjoying my life way more, and I'm making way more, like 10x the money that I was making before, just by applying this one principle I'll explain to you in this video. And this is not like some new business model or like some new thing that you haven't heard before. It's not some like, oh, this is gonna be the new like, I don't know, like meme coin or crypto thing or like, I don't know, like some new drop shipping model or whatever it is. This is just like some very straightforward concept that like anyone that you're watching this right now can apply right away after watching this video. That's gonna allow you to literally make more money straight away. It's by understanding how to think and how to do business in like the proper way, you know? The first thing we need to like understand is like there's all these different games that you can play of making money online, and you're probably thinking about the whole thing like in the wrong way, and that's why you're broke right now. So let me explain. So first thing you need to understand is like the best games that you can play in business are the games that you can keep going for an unlimited amount of time without having to stop. And I'll explain to you what I mean by that. And the thing you need to realize is like, if you can find games where if you're just consistent, you will win. If you can combine that with consistency, you will always win in business. But the reason why you keep struggling and the reason why most people keep failing in business, because they get into some super complex business model, SMA or like dropshipping or something like that. And they get into some business model where they have to have multiple different skills. But not only that, they get into some type of business model where they have to have capital. They invest capital to be able to run the business. Trading or dropshipping or there's multiple different things where that requires capital. And the issue with that is that like if you continuously have to put in money to keep running the business, like eventually, especially if you're a beginner, if you're new into it, like you're gonna run out of money, you know. But just because you have to understand, like if you get into business and you're not actually that good, it's gonna be a time of like a period of time where you have to learn different skills. You have to level up as a person, and that's gonna take time. It might take like 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5 years for you to make that happen. And if you're constantly like bleeding cash during that time, you don't actually have money to like get by and like live a comfortable life, you're gonna be struggling like hard to keep going, you know? And that's the issue. That's why most people fail, because they get into some type of business model. And I used to do it myself, where I was like, I have to make this money so I can be able to like get out of my parents' house and like live the life I want to live. But I also need that money to be able to pour into the business, to run the business and actually be able to like have an okay life. See, it's like it creates this like super stressful environment where you're thinking like super short term. You're just like thinking about like how can I make money like right now, this day and this time, and you're just like hustling and working super hard. And you're at the same time you're struggling with like the finances. It creates this like negative cycle where you're just kind of going downwards because you're stressing about the finances. You can't think long term. The business goes worse. You're not actually making any money, and you just end up like stressed out and broke, pretty much. You know. So the way to fix this, the way to make making money online, making money online effortless, and just make it like happen in front of your eyes, is instead of focusing on how can I make money, like how can I start earning money from this business model and how can I find the best business model in 2024 and all that shit. Instead of doing that, if you just put all of your attention on learning high in demand skill sets, skills that are fundamental, that are always going to be in demand from business owners and like in the marketplace. If you focus your attention on doing that and you focus your time, your energy on learning those skills, I promise you money will start coming to you. And it's not because you found the right business model. If you think that way, you're not thinking about it the right way. The money is gonna start flowing to you because you have become valuable. The reason why you're not making good money right now is because you're not actually that valuable. Like in the marketplace, you don't actually have any skills that other people want, and because of that, no one is gonna be willing to pay you money. It's simple as that. It sounds so simple, but most people get this wrong, and I used to get this wrong myself. So I'm not blaming you for it, but that's also why I'm sharing with you in this video, like how to think about it, because that is the way that you should think about it. If you want to make making money online effortless, it's just about focusing on learning a skill. What I did is I focused on learning remote sales. In my opinion, it's the best and the skill set that everyone should learn, because it's gonna set you up for success in your life, guaranteed. If you learn sales, you will never go broke again. That's just like the nature of business, how it works. Because every single company needs someone who can sell their product. If you learn that skill, you're always like, you're basically the person who's able to convert someone's interest into actual revenue for a business. That's like the most valuable position in a company a lot of times. So that's a skill I picked learning. I did it specifically with remote high ticket sales, which is basically where you work online for a high ticket online coaching offer, like Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, people like that, people who sell knowledge online. And I basically just took calls for them, took sales calls for them, and got a commission for doing that. And by doing that, it allowed me to focus on becoming valuable. I focused on learning the skills, learning psychology, getting calls reviewed from my mentor, and he's like improving my skill set. And by doing that, like instead of focusing on like trying to make money, I just focused on getting better every single day. I worked less. I had more fun. I started traveling. I started doing fun shit. I started making my first 10K per month doing it. All that stuff happened. And also I wanted to mention 10K per month profit, not 10K per month revenue like I did in the past. This is actual profit, money that I took home into my own pocket. And what happened then is I was able to actually like make more money without putting so much effort into it, because I was getting good at things. Like I was actually in a position where the business owner they wanted to pay me money because I actually helped them solve a problem in their business, instead of just like looking for people to give me money to not actually provide them with any value, if that makes sense, you know? So that's the shift that made business so much easier for me, is when I started focusing on getting good at things and getting the reps in it, slowly improving and looking at it from a more long-term perspective. Everything got so much easier and got so much more fun as well. And this is not to say that you can't start your own business. My goal moving forward is still, I'm gonna be running my own business in the future. And that's what I'm working towards. But the path towards getting there is so much more enjoyable. And it's so much more guaranteed as well. When you're doing something that's building your skill sets, building how you think, building capital, developing you as a person, it's setting yourself up for future success. Instead of just fighting like the level 10 boss when you're like a complete beginner, you know, getting into it at like 18 to 22 years old, trying to like master business without any skills. That's just like you set yourself up for failure by doing that, and you're gonna probably end up convincing yourself that you're not supposed to be an entrepreneur, and that's why you're gonna fail, you know. So take this away from this video, like this is something I'm sharing from my own experience. Like if I could have gone back to when I was 17, 18 years old, I would 100% have gone into remote sales, learn that, and started just focusing on that skill, and I would be further ahead than I am today, 100%. So that's what I want to share with you. If you want to work with me one-on-one and get my help and learn remote sales from me, get my coaching, mentorship, the course, everything you need to go from zero to your first 10K per month with remote sales, you can click the top link in the description, join my community, and I'll be able to help you out in there. So that's it for the video, guys. If you're interested in working with me, hop in there. If not, no worries. Leave me a thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe so you don't miss out on the future daily uploads. And I'll see you very, very soon in the next video. Take care in the meantime, and thank you for watching this video. Bye.